You are now listening to The Living Numbers and Tony Rambles. Tony Rambles. Tony Rambles, and the Living Numbers Podcast. Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment, good or bad. We just like your feedback here at the Living Numbers Podcast with Tony Rambles.
Okay.
I think that should be on all of them from here on out.
You are now listening to the Living Numbers Podcast. I am your host, Tony Rambles. Yeah. And make sure you like and subscribe and download because the voice told you to at the beginning. Because that's what we do. We support each other.
That's it.
Okay? Google, Apple, Spotify, YouTube. Anchor. I'm where you need to be. Okay? So I have a very special, very important person on the podcast today. And y'all know how we do. Every time we have somebody on for the first time, they have to get an intro.
All right, here we go.
All right, so y'all get to see the first take. He has not heard any of this.
Uh-oh. Tony's lived with me, so I don't know what may come out here.
Okay, here we go. I don't think I've ever messed up on an intro. I think they've all been first takes.
All right.
This one's kind of long, though.
Uh-oh.
All right, here we go. Dog of all dogs.
Low dog.
Pastor dog. Turo dog. Priest, prophet, and king dog.
Okay.
Fearless dog.
Okay.
Freestyle dog.
Okay.
Graduate of the real TSU, Tennessee State University.
Noted.
With a master's in divinity from Emory University.
Okay.
We are dealing with a master here. I got a joke on that later. Remind me right now, right after. I have a joke on that. Okay, here we go. Business owner, friend, and pastor. I present the one with many dimensions, Pastor Carlos Jones the second, because kings don't have juniors.
Ooh, that's what it's all about. The second, baby. Make sure you do that. Like and subscribe.
Dos.
Down below. Los Dos is what Pastor Chris calls
There we go. Los Dos.
Thank you for that introduction. That was awesome. I feel good now. All right, let's do something. I feel like I can take over the world.
So many inside jokes.
All of them.
So many inside jokes here. Like, so where did the dog come from? Like the dog on all of the names? Because I have a dog name too.
I don't know. Let me think about that. Low dog. I don't know. I remember when it started. I don't know. I don't know why.
Because it can't. Okay, so of course I go by Tony, and Dion used to call me Tone Loke because it's a rapper named Tone Loke.
Yeah.
And so after Tony, it became Tone Loke, and then it became Loke Dog. Somehow.
I feel like it was off of a movie with I don't know, but I can't remember because I'm trying to think. We'll come back to that. We'll think about that and come back to that.
So now everything we do is like Pastor Dog.
It's got to be a dog.
Turo Dog. Business Dog. Whatever it is. If you're in the kitchen cooking, Chef Dog. It could be anything. Guitar Dog if I'm playing the guitar. It could be anything. So
was that the bootleg that? No, that wasn't.
Oh my gosh.
That wasn't doing that.
I still haven't had him on yet.
Yeah, you got to get.
I gotta get known. Oh man,
controversial. You got to check in with Chris because he's gonna have some different types of
like a pre-production meeting. Oh man,
and editing software.
So I was the master thing. So one of my kids, right? I was talking to. There's a teacher across the hall from me. She was going to get her doctor's, which she actually just got it. So shout out to you. You know who you are. So she got it, and I was like, everybody got to call her doctor now. And I said, I'm going to get a master's, so everybody got to call me master.
Master dog.
And the whole class just bust out laughing. And so, like, for that last part of the class, they was calling me Master Franklin. Master.
Master Franklin. Let me get you.
Oh my! I was like, no. But it was funny. I did start it, and I got one kid. She like every now and then she'll pull it out. She was like, Master Franklin, what can I help you with?
She Asian?
Yep.
Yeah.
She is.
I figured that. I saw the body language.
Yeah.
I'm not racist.
That's funny.
Study culture.
Hey, it's funny. It is what it is. Hey, y'all been with me. This is now episode 30.
30 for 30. Not broke. I'm not broke. Tony Loke's not. Tony Loke's not broke either. We're not broke dogs. So.
No broke dogs around here. Okay,
30
so
30.
I had an idea, and this came to me like in the middle of the night, like most good ideas.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought about, because it was around Thanksgiving, and it's still kind of around the time where this works, right? And so I came up with 30 little things I'm grateful for.
Okay.
So this is not grateful for like family, my wife. I'm grateful for my job. I'm grateful to God, which all of those things are very important. But we're talking about the little things. Mm-hmm. Okay. And so this came to me because I got up. I was getting Carter a bottle.
Okay.
I was on my way to the kitchen, and I was like, man, like, I'm glad this little light on the microwave, right? It just has the time on there, but the light is so bright.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm glad this light is here, so now I don't have to turn on a real light. You get blinded. You're like, man, I'm trying to go back to sleep.
Yeah.
Somehow we feel like if we don't turn the light on, then we can get back to sleep. It's still kind of dark. So that was the first thing on my list.
That's
and
good.
That night I probably wrote down like 15 things.
That's good. So how do we do this? Like, we're just going to rapid fire?
We're just rapid fire.
Okay.
And if something like sparks something, then we just go.
We're going to be here for 6 hours.
No, we are not, because we see our time right here. We are 7 minutes and 5 seconds. Okay, number 2. Of course, this is baby related. And you have kids, so you can speak to this. All right. Thicker diapers so my son won't pee through them at nighttime.
Man, that's huge. The nighttime diapers are the truth, especially when they get bigger. Like, because if it's not, then it like bleeds through on their sheets, and then you got to wash the sheets, and it's like a whole deal.
You're like, I can't just leave it.
No, because that's trifling. And if you have your children sleeping in a diaper, pee-infested bed is trifling. That's not how God didn't ordain it. It's not biblical. It's not the truth. It's not agnostic. It's not anything. It's not Jewish.
Not anything.
It's not. It's
no
not
one.
good. No.
No matter what you are, that's not cool.
That's
no
not
matter
it.
what it
It's
is.
not
Okay.
it.
Sharp clippers.
Yeah, makes it easy. One take. Bam, and you can tell the difference.
Yes.
I look at something like your clippers dull, bro. I
need to help you out. Hey man, this is the brand that I use. I got about 2 or 3 uses out of it.
Yeah.
You said one earlier that was very similar. Sharp razors.
Sharp razor, yeah, because I'm my own barber. My barber goes with me everywhere I go. Every country that I travel, he's there. Even in the bed with my wife, my barber is there. So, the barber is me. I am the barber. And it's good, like when you get a fresh razor, it just makes, and I can shave like my face and my head in like 1 minute. But if it's like a dull razor, it takes a lot of time, a lot of takes, and it's still not as smooth. So sharp razors are awesome.
Excellent.
Gotta have that.
Okay, do you have any that come to mind?
I do. I am thankful for the light on the back of my camera phone.
Yes.
Because I wake up in the middle of the night at like 3 a.m. And so instead of waking my wife up with lights, I can put this little light on. I can navigate and not trip over Carson's stuff that he always
whatever it is.
For. Yeah. So I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful also for turbocharged engines because it helps me to get around people in traffic.
Okay, so you deal with a lot of traffic.
A lot of traffic.
How come?
Because I a few years ago had an accident, major faux pas. Financially, but then also, God turns everything for good for those that love the Lord. So I was called according to His purpose, so I started doing Turo, and currently have 15 cars on there. And so, sometimes I have to move those cars around, and you got to go Intercontinental, and that's about almost an hour away, 45 minutes away. It's shorter now.
Depends on what time you're driving.
If you go forward, it's a wrap.
You're done. Hour and a half.
But,
hour and a half there, hour and a half back.
You gotta plan your life around traffic. So I'm thankful for the HOV lane.
Oh yes.
There's a new Brazoria HOV. It's like $10 one way. It's terrible. It is the most expensive thing, but it's great. It's like riding the chariot past the peasants. You just look at all the people like, what are you doing with your time? Like, what are you guys doing? But yeah. And then I get my bill and I'm like, yeah, I should have been in that line with them.
Dang.
Yeah, but that's
wasn't worth it.
No, not.
Maybe
no,
it was.
else. Yeah.
It's worth it in the moment.
Yeah, definitely in the moment until you see that you're really wasting money. Thankful for that. Say. Your turn.
Okay, here we go. This one, anybody that lives in the, well, you know what? I don't know where this place is. I know it's all over. It's definitely in the South. Chick-fil-A service.
Okay. Yep, definitely. My pleasure.
Easy. Top notch.
And it's fast.
Fast.
Like, I'm thankful for because Whataburger.
Okay, so listen.
Man.
So I coach girls basketball. So, like, we might have, including managers,
20 people.
Oh, no. That's like, we might have like maybe 40.
Oh, for all the teams.
Yeah, for everybody coming back together. So, you might be coming back at like 9. Even later, if you're coming from someplace like Barbers Hill, coming from Cypress or something like that, a far game. So you're like, bro, we got to hit somewhere fast.
Can't hit Whataburger.
These are your options. McDonald's or Chick-fil-A. That's it. Because everything else is just too slow.
No, Whataburger, that's you.
It's
leave
the
at
longest.
9, you're gonna get home at midnight, maybe 1 a.m. Like
Whataburger is great though.
I can appreciate their food, but I'd rather go to Papa Do's. I mean, we're gonna wait the same amount of time, get the same. It's ridiculous. Like that doesn't make any sense. Another thing I'm grateful for. This just came up since you just talked about fast food. I'm really grateful that for traditional roles in the household. Okay. That's not a little thing. That's like a big thing. Because I feel like a lot of the people today are like struggling with where do I fit at the house? But hey, we good old school traditional. My wife cook. I take care of the outside. It just makes life easier. And then if she's like, well, you don't cook, I'm like traditional roles, babe. It's like my trump card. Like, yeah, it's traditional roles. You don't help with the kids. Traditional roles, babe. My dad. Homework, that's your job, Mom. I mean, if you're gone, I'll bitch in, but that's primarily you. You can call me archaic, but it works for me, and I'm okay with it.
Hey, we gotta do what works for our homes.
Yeah.
For the most part, some stuff you're like, bro, that doesn't fly in any home. Don't do that.
No.
Okay, number 5. You're a coffee drinker.
Yes.
You'll appreciate this one. Maybe. I don't know. Okay. Silk almond milk creamer.
So I can appreciate that when I go to Starbucks.
Okay.
Because I can't do 2%. But any coffee that or any like latte or whatever, I can do like either almond milk or that's what I do, almond milk.
Yep.
Almond milk. And it's I don't have what
no issues. Yeah, we're just gonna go to the next one. Okay, this one, here we go. You'll appreciate from your younger days. All right, this is number 6 on my list. Number whatever that we're at. All right, here we go. Will your durag or your hair tie stays on all night?
What you don't appreciate is that little line.
Exactly. You're like, man, what's the trade-off here? Like, what do I do?
I remember trying to do like this to get the little line out the middle. You got to flip it over so you don't have your line going down the middle of your waves and your head. But yeah, it stays on all night, and you get it with the gloss. You can kind of gloss them over.
Yes. Now, we both used to have waves at one point.
Yeah.
Clearly, we're rocking different
kids,
hairstyles.
Don't try to come for me, kids. It's cool. Your day's coming. Bud and Carson, probably.
My day is in the front, but my best days are behind me. That's a great, I tell my kids, like, if you have the best jokes about yourself, nobody can ever get you.
Nobody can get you. But you kind of got to go through, like, getting talked about in order to get the best jokes for yourself.
Yeah.
So I talk about my kids all the time. They're gonna be cool. They're all pickle faces, pickle heads. I just call them whatever comes to mind, just so I can toughen them up so that they know these are just jokes. I don't need you to be sensitive.
Yeah, nobody cares. At the end of the day, it doesn't really make a difference.
Yeah. I'm thankful for clothes that fit.
Yes.
Like when we were kids, we used to wear everything big.
Yes, size 36.
38, 40. That was crazy. And it was hard to walk. I mean, you kind of had to
your belt was
and you had to try to
fold it. Because back then I was probably like a 28. I was probably a 28 wearing a size 36 or 38.
Oh man! And then you trip over your shoes because your jeans get.
So you get all the blue stuff on your.
Man, that was terrible.
Don't have no white forces on.
Yeah.
And then you started like wrapping them at the bottom. That was so
Southside. We called it the Southside cuff. That was the name of it. Southside cuff.
That's so silly. Like the stuff that we used to do.
And then you sagged and you couldn't barely. I hate seeing people like can't walk when they gotta walk like this and pull their pants up like you look like a penguin, bro.
Just stop that.
Yeah, if you're doing that, guys, it's not cool. I don't. Yeah, it's not. I never had a girl like, "Ooh, your sag game is tight."
Ever.
Sagging is like for other dudes. Like that's it. You saw that on TV and you was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do that because that's gonna be cool."
Because that's what the cool people do.
Yeah, it's not
quote
live,
unquote.
bro. That's not live.
I think younger people are more. I feel like the ceiling for how they dress is better. Like, because you do have some young people you like, wow, like I would have never dressed that well at that age.
So I was wearing cashmere sweaters like when I was like 17. Shout out to my boy Boss. We used to have dress up days at school. He is now the trainer for Kevin Hart. But we used to do we would go a whole week and we wear suits just to
suit?
to show. Yeah, we wear suits. And I was getting my dad's suits. He's bigger than me, but hey, we had suits on. That was kind of what we were doing. So I feel like after when I got 30, I started dressing like hip hop. Before I used to just wear like sweaters and button down shirts and Oxford shirts and khakis and.
I mean, I always been kind of a t-shirt. It's just kind of
yeah. Well, I like to be wife beater dog.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Catch you at home, you might still be.
Yeah. I mean, at home you don't have to wear anything.
No shirt dog. No shirt.
No shirt dog.
I got over here no shirt. I was like, you gonna do this with no shirt on, bro?
Not.
Like that's.
Of course not.
He's like, yeah, man, it's gonna help my ratings.
No shirt, just a hat.
Just a hat.
Hat and a watch. Oh my goodness. Okay. You got a lot of devices. A fully charged battery.
Man.
Any device. Doesn't really matter what it is.
Yeah. Everything.
Especially
your phone. Because when it's going out and you're trying to do something important,
now I got to try to conserve.
Yeah. No, that's terrible.
Okay.
I'm thankful for this little back thing, for this little wallet thing on the back of the phone. Like that technology is awesome. Because then I don't have to have like a hip that's thrown off.
Exactly.
You know what I'm also thankful for? That men can wear like those little satchels. Some people call them purses. But man, it is the best thing in the world. Because I don't have to try to keep everything in my pockets.
Yes.
Like my pockets used to be so full, be uncomfortable. Then my thighs start sweating. But now having a little satchel, it's definitely something I'm grateful for.
Okay. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Here we go. I listen to a lot of music.
Okay.
So I have multiple playlists. I got a Christmas playlist. I got a Christian music playlist. I got a Christian rap playlist. I got a instrumental songs playlist. Okay, so when the shuffle somehow knows what you're thinking and is playing all of the right songs.
That's called artificial intelligence. You should be scared that they know your mind like that. They've been watching you.
Hey, I play the same stuff all the time, so I like to control my music. I really do. Like, no matter where I am. It's funny, Kia never touches the radio when we drive anywhere.
Yeah.
I always control the radio. If I'm at somebody else's house and I have the opportunity, I will control the radio.
That's about right.
As well as the television.
Yeah.
Anybody watching this? No, I am not.
At a party. I mean, everybody's watching it. He'll be like, is anybody watching? Yes, Tony, we're all watching this. But he's still managing.
Are y'all sure y'all watching this? Because y'all over there playing dominoes.
Alpha dog. That is Tone Low.
I'm not bashful. If you say yes, hey, you said mi casa e su casa. Okay, cool. Bet. I'm in your fridge.
Definitely.
I'm like, can I wash? I got to throw something.
From the college days.
I gotta throw something in.
I'm thankful for Google Home. Like when I go to sleep at night, I can say, "Hey Google, turn the lights off," and they go off like that.
See, you talking about artificial intelligence?
Yeah.
Google Home. I'm like, no, I don't want y'all.
I keep it in the bathroom though, so they can't hear me in the bedroom. But I just have to talk loud. Say, "Hey Google, turn the lights off," because I can make them play my music. It's like having your personal assistant at home.
It probably is very convenient, but I'm like, nah.
They're probably listening to everything.
Conspiracy theories.
Yeah, some of those are real. Some of them are fake.
Some of them are
like this new booster shot. I feel like it's the new Jays. Like they keep coming out with something and making everybody go out and get it. And I know they're getting paid off every shot.
Of course.
I mean, we may need it. I don't know. But I feel like it's getting money driven.
I mean, I got the vaccine because I had a son.
My wife made me get it. She was like, "You getting the vaccine? You getting the vaccine? Are you getting it? Yeah, I'll go get the shot. You got the shot." So
Yeah.
my dad went first. He got the shot first.
Okay.
And
Pops,
he was cool.
I mean, he's the age.
Yeah.
You know.
He was in that group. He was the first. I think when they first came out, he got the first round, and he was okay. So I was like, okay, it's like any other shot.
Right. We was all looking like, okay, like,
Is he gonna die?
is anybody okay? My mom got it. I'm like, all right, let me give it a couple of weeks.
What they gonna do? Yeah.
And it's crazy how people react differently. Like, not just to the shot, but to COVID as well. Right. Because my dad and Chanel, they had just got it, and he was in the hospital.
Oh yeah,
he was on oxygen, like, but
wow.
it didn't get to the point where it was like, bad, crap. So, and, you know, he's getting his hip replaced, so he's out now. He said he was only in there for like 2 days.
Okay,
so it never got to a point where it's like, and so Chanel kept us, you know, abreast on everything. So shout out to you.
Shout out Chanel. I don't think I met Chanel.
Nope.
Nope.
She's cool though.
Okay.
Yeah, real chill.
All right.
And she could like take all the jokes, like she be cracking jokes on him all the time.
I'm sure if she's with your dad,
she has to.
Yeah,
it's a prerequisite.
Family prerequisite.
Do you watch The Office?
I have not consistently, but I do know that that's one of your favorite shows because you talk about that on every podcast or some kind of way you work The Office back into the conversation.
It is a great show. And the Diwali song from The Office. Oh. Have you seen that?
Yes, I have.
It is so funny. Like, wherever you are right now, like, go listen to the Diwali song from The Office by Michael Scott. Now, the whole meaning and everything behind all it, like that, that's not my expertise, but the song is funny and quite entertaining. Okay.
I'm thankful for like wit. Like
wit? Wait, what is that?
Like WIT.
Like yeah.
Like when I'm in a conversation and we can like have like banter about things and it's like that, but it's not that, and people get it. Like that's. I'm thankful for like people's good energy and personalities. Yes. People that can just kind of flow.
It just changes things. Like so, I got this whole list, and he doesn't have a list at all.
I don't have a list.
And I just kind of told him what we were gonna do, and he was like, 1, 2, 3. Like you can see the wheels going. It was like maybe 3 seconds. You go, okay, I got it, and I don't even have to question.
Right.
I just know, obviously, from all of our years of knowing each other,
we can roll.
We've been witty.
Yeah.
Witty inventions.
Witty inventions and ideas. That's
we've been doing this for a while. So
dang, all of that stuff.
That's crazy. Everything is an inside joke. I think inside jokes is on this list somewhere.
We're thankful for inside jokes.
Yep, number 33.
That means that you have memories with people, right? That just means that you guys spent time together and made something. In different stages of life though. Like from I don't think you knew me when I was single. No. Just getting married though.
Yeah, you had just gotten married.
Just got married. So still kind of working through that. But you were single, dating, married y'all at the house.
So like I had just really like started to take my walk seriously when I got to the church, when I got to which the way but Inspiration Church now. I had just really start like trying to figure it out. And it was Kayla. Mm-hmm. She came to Forever 21. And she was just like, you should come to my church. They be playing basketball. I was like, bet. That's it. That's all I did. No ifs, ands, or buts. Like, I was ready to hoop. She said, we hoop at Bible study. That never happened, ever. We never hooped at Bible study.
She sold you.
She sold me. But we hooped other times. We did hoop on Sundays after church. Yeah. Some very competitive, knock down, drag out.
You remember you dunked?
Yes, I still have that video.
Yeah, that's good. You should throw that in this clip.
I have the receipts. So like anybody out there who think it's not real, it's real.
Yeah, he's got hops.
I got a couple of videos dunking. I got the one when we was at you took me to 24.
Okay.
And I got the one when we was at the house.
Yeah, the one at the house was epic though, because I think we had
it was in slow motion. It was
who recorded that? Did I record that?
I think it was Chris.
I think it was Chris.
And then Alvin's like. Yeah. I gotta get that one and I'll put it up.
Yeah.
That's gonna be on my IG, so that's @_Tony Rambles _ So go follow me. Follow me on IG, of course. Like, subscribe, share, comment, all of that. It helps the podcast grow.
There you go. And we're all about growth here.
Yeah. So I was talking to this kid, that same kid, about dancing.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't dancing. It was singing.
Okay.
She sings, and she was kind of like, okay, if I want to be a singer, like, where do I even start? So she plays piano. I'm like, you could do covers.
Yeah.
She's like, I mean, I don't write music or anything, so I'm like, you could just sing other people's stuff.
Yeah.
And play piano, but you got to do like a video because people like to see that.
Yeah.
And so I was like, one thing that you could kind of, if you start doing this, just think about it in this way. If somebody is watching this like 2 or 3 or 5 or 6 or 7 years from now, like, will I be proud of the content that I put out? Mm-hmm. If you could say yes, then go ahead.
Do it. Yeah.
And because I told her that's what I do with my podcast. I'm like, I'm not like a superstar or anything, but a lot of times what people do is they'll go and binge all of your stuff.
Yep.
Like if they like you at episode 100, they're like, dang, like I got to listen to what I missed. Yeah. So I want people who are listening to this, 30 or 40 or 100 or 2,000 episodes later, if they go back and listen to episode 30, is it going to be a good episode?
Right.
And I'm like,
and that comes with having good quality people on your show.
Exactly. Like Pastor Carlos.
Thank you.
And having great topics and being genuine and being consistent. And
being from the D, as you can see.
West side to be exact.
West side. Every time I see somebody from Detroit, I say, Tony?
Like, maybe.
Y'all know how people from Detroit, they different. They got different personalities.
Yeah, we are different.
You got to have thick skin to be around somebody from Detroit. If not, you probably won't like people from Detroit.
Hey, if you're from Detroit, hey, leave a comment, like, subscribe. Like, you know what I'm saying? We got to support each other. So come on, what's up? Okay. Nicknames.
You like nicknames?
Nicknames. I'm grateful for nicknames.
Yeah. Because you don't have to remember the person's real name.
You're like, man, what's up? Little dog. Okay, here we go. I talked about this one beforehand as my example. And when I was telling people about this idea, this is the one I will always use. Because they go, oh, yeah, like, yeah, that's a good thing. Okay, and you're a coffee drinker, so, yeah, this always hits. So when you get the coffee and the creamer ratio just right, it's not too much creamer. Yeah. It's not
too bitter.
Exactly.
It's sweet. It's like hot chocolate, but not hot chocolate.
It's like perfect. It's like this is exactly how coffee is supposed to be, right here, right.
I don't think that's how coffee's supposed to be, but that is how I like it.
That's how it is for us.
That's how I like it.
I had this black coffee. It's called it's STOK. But it's got that line over it. I think it's Stoke. Okay. And so I was putting it in a cup so I could heat it up because it comes in one of those, coming like. It looked like a Simply Orange. That company might make it. It comes in that same looking container. And so
it's cold?
Yeah, it's a cold brew.
Oh, okay.
So I sipped it and I was like, yeah.
Shout out to my boy Scooter.
What's up, Scoot?
Scooter.
Everything that he is supposed to be and everything is exactly in exact place, how it has been ordained to be.
It is all that it is.
It is all that it is, and all that it will be, and all that it was created as. Like, okay.
Lasting impression.
Okay, so you wanna go get some food or? Okay, so this cold brew, yeah. I drank it straight, and it was good. Cold. I was like, this didn't even need any creamer or anything.
That's probably not real coffee. Hey. The best coffee I've ever had is from Guatemala.
Do you have some?
Not anymore because I drunk it all. But it is probably the best. Now, I'm also thankful for the Shell Station because they have a Mexican coffee. And my name is Carlos. It's not the reason I like it, but it's like a cinnamon type of something. Yeah. It's red in the Shell Station, and I happily spend my $1.20 there almost every morning.
There we go.
It's great. It's not like Starbucks because you spend $8 in one day. I can get coffee for about 3 weeks from that.
I don't ever go to Starbucks.
Yeah, I'm not that bougie. I just need something to wake me up. And I like PJ. Shout out to PJ's in Pearland. for the people. Got to represent, support small businesses.
Yes.
But on a daily basis, I'm at the Shell. It's good for my pockets.
We make our coffee at home. We
That's
got a
good
little
too.
grinder.
Yeah.
See,
See, I'm gonna wake up the house. I wake up at like 3, so I gotta.
Yeah, you can't be.
Make
You could
it
grind
nice.
it the night before, but
Yeah,
like, who's
that's
doing
not
all of
bad.
that?
I'm thankful for not having to grind coffee. Why do you have so many guitars in here? Anybody ever ask like what? You think he's like a country singer or something?
It's a great aesthetic.
I asked him, can he really play? Are you going to play on one of your podcasts?
Maybe.
We want to see. Like and subscribe. Put down below. Tony,
gotta see
play
some
your
comments.
guitar. We want
Hey.
to see if Tony can really play, or is this just for optics? It looks good.
Both. I can play.
We don't know. I know he can jump high. I've seen him do that.
I can do
play
that
the
as
guitar. I just seen him hang guitars on it.
And I also have another one here that is out of view.
He's definitely got them in the building.
Great story. So this guitar, this red one, and this brown one, right? They have names. None of the other ones have names. But my wife and I got these. Well, I bought them because I'm like, well, let's try to do something together. So like, learn guitar. I don't
She
know.
probably never played hers.
No. Shout out to my wife. But the names are Salsa in Seattle.
Ah.
So
This is salsa.
yes.
Who was that one for?
Huh?
Who was that one?
That one was mine.
Okay. So salsa's seen some action. Seattle, it never rained. It never.
No.
The sun never shines.
Never.
So Kia never played it.
This one James gave me.
Yeah.
Shout
Shout out to James'
Shout out to
wife.
James.
Should be moving here soon.
I hope so.
Yeah, from not Colombia,
Honduras?
somewhere down
No. One of those countries.
there. South America.
South
South
of-
America. She's coming from South
yes,
America.
yes,
He's
somewhere
been waiting on her
in
to
there.
come for a long time.
3 years?
Plus.
Gosh.
Yeah. But she finally got her papers. Shout out.
Nice.
Can't wait
Nice.
to see you.
Shout
in
out to
person.
James too. James held it down
Yeah,
always.
he's good.
He's a great guy.
He's a
too.
great guitar player too.
Yes, he's a great guitar player.
Yeah. Great.
And okay, and then the blue one I got for my birthday.
Yeah. A couple of years ago, huh?
Yep, it was before we moved here. It might be like 3 years ago now.
Yeah.
Wow,
They
time
gone, bro.
flies.
You know, bro, you're a dad.
I am a dad.
Shout out to Carter. Little Tony Rambles.
Maybe. I think he is like me. He looks like his mom, but I think he's like me.
He definitely looks like it.
Okay. These next two, I'm going to go 2. LeBron highlights.
Okay.
That's easy. Everybody likes LeBron highlights. If you know anything about basketball.
That's
if
a
you're
basketball,
hater,
NBA basketball player.
If you're a hater, then you don't like LeBron highlights. And good barbecue.
Great barbecue. You know who has the best commercial barbecue?
Okay.
Bighorn.
Bighorn is solid.
Yeah.
I like
I
Bighorn.
mean, from the meat to the sauce, like it's a great experience.
You know whose sauce is terrible?
Rudy's.
Hey, shout out to Rudy's. No hate. Papa's.
Yeah, terrible.
The sauce
it's
is
tomato
terrible.
based. Any tomato based sauce, I don't want it.
Yeah. I mean, if your barbecue is real good, then
You don't need
even need
sauce.
sauce.
Pops
Exactly.
barbecue
Pops.
is the best.
Shout out to Pops.
Shout out
I'm
to
grateful
Pops.
for Pops.
Yeah.
That's not a little grateful, so it doesn't belong on this list.
Yeah.
But hey, shout out to Pops.
Shout out to Pops.
You think he listens to this?
I don't know. You tell him.
Probably
if you
not.
send it to him, he'll listen to it. Just got to get to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he'll listen to this since we shouted him out, and you're on here.
We'll tell him. Gotta
All right,
check it
Pops.
out.
If you listen to this, we love you. Okay, here we go. Oh, clothes right out of the dryer.
Man, in the wintertime.
In the wintertime.
Not in the summertime.
Not in the
But
summertime.
in the wintertime,
You can't
it's
even wear
cold.
those clothes
Yeah. When
in the
it's cold.
summertime.
Yeah. When it's cold outside.
Yes.
And kind of nippy in the house.
Yep.
Yeah. That's definitely.
And you lived in Tennessee for a while, so
Yeah, definitely.
you know
But
real
I
cold
didn't-
weather.
we didn't have a wash and dry. Did we have a wash and dry?
Oh man,
How did we wash clothes? Oh, I had to go to my aunt and uncle's house out in the suburbs.
I didn't know you had family that lived in Tennessee.
Not real family, but you know me.
Okay.
You know, I got
Yeah,
people
that
that,
makes sense.
look out for me. So I got family everywhere.
Everywhere, no
what
matter
country,
where.
city
If
we
he
go
went to Morocco, he got family
I
out there.
got my boy. Shout out to my boy Aziz. If y'all go to Morocco, you gotta go see my boy Aziz. He sells carpets. He looked out for me. I looked out for him. That's my brother all the way out there. Oh, and it's also our taxi driver. I forgot his name, but we hired him like to drive us from Marrakesh all the way down to Morocco. And he was cool, man. I think we paid him like $100, but that was like more money than he'd ever made. Like,
wow.
Yeah. So, yeah, go out to Morocco, Marrakesh, get you some leather goods, come back. People will be like, "Wow, where'd you get that from?" I mean, you get a cheap price, y'all.
They don't want to steal it.
Yeah, definitely got to watch that.
Okay. You recently took another trip.
Yes, to Canada.
Okay, how was that?
Great. So if you ever go to Canada, you want to go spend at least a day or two in Blue Mountain. It looks like a Hallmark video. Like that's how the whole place is set up. I mean, they got we didn't get to go skiing because it snowed, but it didn't stick.
I thought that was that was supposed to be like the pinnacle of going.
That was supposed to be. So we actually left. We stayed there for 2 nights, and then we left early and went to Niagara Falls. And if you go to Niagara Falls, Canada side, you have to stay at the Marriott Fairview Niagara Falls because your view is right out of Niagara. Get a high room. And you could just sit there and look at it. Now, after about a few hours, it's Niagara Falls. And you're like, all right, I've seen it.
Yes, a lot of water.
You need to get to the point where you can be like, yeah, I've seen it. Like it's nothing. But it's great. Canada is strict right now. So if you're from Texas, you probably won't like it because they mask. You got to show vaccine cards. You got to show blood type. They want to know who your parents are, where you come from. I mean, it's hardcore lockdown. But those 2 spots, if you are married. I'm going to only encourage married people to go there. Stop there. Yeah.
Okay. Waking up right before your alarm goes off.
I don't know what that feels like. My alarm goes off at 6, but I'm up at like 3 or 4. So my alarm is like, dang it, stop.
Like, I'm already up. I don't need you.
Shut up.
So I wake up I have alarm at 5, alarm at 5:05.
Oh yeah, you
at
snoozing
5:10, at 5:30. That 5:30 alarm. That's like
You're sleepy when you wake up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely sleepy.
Yeah. Some days like okay, so if I go to bed like at 9 or 10, like I'm good. When it starts getting after 10, I know like whatever I'm doing, I'm like, man, I'm gonna be sorry.
Yeah, the morning time's coming.
Those days when I got to drive the bus and we got a game somewhere.
That's terrible.
We had a game. I think it was Barbers Hill. Maybe
Where is
like
that? You said that earlier.
That's like past Baytown.
Okay, so going towards Beaumont.
Yes.
Okay.
And I want to say like I got back from that game. This was probably 2 years ago. I got back from that game at like 12 o'clock.
Midnight?
At midnight, yeah.
Yeah, that's tough.
And like you drop the kids off, then I got to take the bus back
to the yard.
And then I get to go home.
Yeah.
And don't let somebody like parent not be there or something like.
Now you going to the bus barn by Lake Olympia?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not too far.
So yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's
some of those days are really,
day.
really long.
Yeah, you need to go to bed at nighttime. So when I was teaching, it was hard for me to get up. Because I think whenever I have to get up, it's hard for me to get up.
Okay.
But when I don't have to get up, I'm up early. I think it's just like the stress around, okay, this is what's coming next.
Yes.
And then you anticipate, I don't want to oversleep.
Just the day ahead of me.
A whole lot of, it's too much around it. But just on a regular day, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I also I used to play early because it was just easier before Carter was born. Yeah. So now when you get up, it's not just you gotta like, all right, do I gotta make some milk? Like, do I gotta get him ready? Or
your life is not yours like, for the next 3 or 4 years. But
it's way
Y'all plan on having more kids?
One more.
Yeah, your life's on hold. This is our first trip in like 8 years. Like the last time we went on a trip, Summer was in Sparkle's stomach. And we went to the Bahamas. Oh, and ever since then, it's just been either trips with the kids or no trips, or me by myself because I'm doing stuff or conferences or whatever. But
right,
yeah.
We've never taken a trip, so
yeah.
I mean, broke for a long time.
Well, y'all lived in another country.
Oh yeah, I guess that's a trip.
Yeah,
that's not like a vacation.
For a long time, so that was cool.
We lived in China for a year, and we came back for the church.
Yeah.
That was it was crazy. Well, not crazy, but I was about to take this job at another school.
Okay.
A nice school too, man. I had went down there. I toured the facilities. I mean, it was like, here we go. Like, this is gonna be a step up. And then I don't know. Soon after that, I got the call from you, and we had been in contact, like, you know, just throughout the whole time, just talking because we're friends. He's not just a pastor to me, but like we boys, like we cool. So we were relaunching. And Inspiration Church was like about to pop. It was about to happen. And it was just like, hey, you know, if y'all could come back, like, we would love y'all to have y'all for what we're about to go into. Because we've been instrumental in the church, like, from day one since we got there. And I'm so glad because I know someone who's kind of going through something where they're going to church, but their significant other is kind of like, man, like, I don't really want to be involved at all. So I never like forced Kia. I never was like, this is the church that I go to. It was just kind of like, just come and, you know, just be around. And so she liked it as much as I did. Yeah. So there was no like strife, or there wasn't even like a question.
That's a little thing to be grateful for. When you and your wife can get on the same page, especially when it comes to spirituality, because I know it's a lot of couples that are off. That affects the house. I mean, it just affects the continuity and the balance. 100%. I'm thankful that me and my wife are on the same page.
Yes, me too. And I feel like for us, it's been like that since day one. Yeah. I mean, people talk about the first year, and I know our first year experiences are different. Yeah,
because y'all had to listen to our first year experiences, so we made sure that
was part of it.
Yeah, y'all didn't have that. But that's the cool part about having like a good church.
Yes.
Like people that can give you some warning signs, like, hey, this may happen, but it don't have to.
Yes.
You can get, and that's why you got to have like a good group of people around you.
Yeah. Whether, I mean, best case scenario is in the church. Yeah. Because we understand like the power that the church has. Right. But at the very least, having some good people with sound judgment and a good example that you can go, oh, okay, like, this looks like it works. Yeah. And it works well. Not one person doing everything, or one person is happy, another person is not. But you can genuinely see, because you've been around enough. Yeah. That this is authentic. It's real. Exactly. They're not just putting on airs. And it's tested over time, right? Yes. You don't really know how good a person is until it's tested over time. Yep. Like, we've had a lot of people come through the church that was good for like a season. And then that test over time, like, nah, you like, hey, you showed yourself. I'm done with this. And you know, everybody that's done that, it's been tough. Yeah. R.I.P. to my boy Daniel. Hey man, shout out to Daniel. Hey, for that season that he was the real deal. This dude was like, he was 150% in. Yeah. And he was the same way on the basketball court. No, he shouldn't have been on the basketball. Daniel was football on the basketball court. People hated playing with Daniel, but hey, he had a motor in him though. Like, he did. He had a motor for life when the motor was on, and when the motor was off, it was a totally different story. Yeah, there was nothing on. But you know, it was. I know that he always knew like the place that he could come back to, right? And the people who cared about him. Yeah. So you know. Shout out to Daniel. Shout out to his family. Yeah. Joyce. Joyce, man. I ain't seen Joyce in a while. Yeah. Another thing I'm thankful for. Yeah. Fresh fries. Fresh fries from? It doesn't matter. Just fresh fries. Fresh fries wherever you go. Favorite fries? I don't really eat at McDonald's much anymore. So we're going to just kind of disqualify them because we know McDonald's fries are legendary. However, I really like Rally's or Checkers fries. I got that little seasoning on them. Mm-hmm. It's a little different type of crunch too. Also, wow, I just thought about this one: the curly fries from Jack in the Box. Okay. You? Mine would have to either be Whataburger or Chick-fil-A. Yep. Those were the two that I was thinking about. With barbecue sauce. I like the barbecue sauce from Chick-fil-A. Yeah. Hands down. I would eat any fries with the barbecue sauce from Chick-fil-A. I feel like they should give me like 20. Just give me a bunch of these so I can just have them at home. And I won't have to get like 4 or 5 of these every time. Exactly. But, we have some of that downstairs. Yeah, I'll visit your kitchen on the way out. Okay, we're at number 19 on my list. You would appreciate this one. An overly nice cashier.
Okay. What do you mean, like, that gives you money? I thought you said Chick-fil-A already. I think your list is repeating itself.
Okay,
Overly
number
nice,
20.
Overly nice cashier. Okay.
Just like customer service, it's hard to like find good people in customer service.
No, you just go to the wrong places. Go to Chick-fil-A, you find good people all the time. You go to Target, you find good people there all the time.
I was at
you go to Walmart, you may or may not find them.
Nah, heck no.
Walmart, HEB always is good. I mean, it's the culture.
I guess we're just going to places with good service. That's just what they do. It's part of what they are.
Yeah.
Okay.
PJs, give PJs shout out.
Shout out to PJs.
And Rollies.
Rollies. Always good service.
Always good service.
Always. Shout out to Rollies. Shout out to Danny and Shay and Art and Brenda and my boy Darius.
Yep. The whole Wilson crew.
And hey, we got to shout out Nick too. He's basically part of
Nick
it.
Is
Shay.
Nick is the guy.
Yeah, he doesn't say much, but you know he's got the wheels turning upstairs.
And you see him, you didn't have to say much.
Yeah, he's gonna say you will see him. Like this. My boy Nick. Okay. All green lights on your way to work.
Man, praise God for that. On Highway 6.
Especially.
Oh man. Just green lights, period.
Just green lights wherever you. If you,
lights.
It's like all green lights cuts your time in half.
Yeah, definitely.
And if you take the same route enough, you like, okay, once I pass this green light,
I'm good.
I gotta go like an extra 5 or 10 so I can make the next one.
Yeah, you know that. I'm thankful for traffic during COVID when it first hit.
Nobody was out.
Nobody was out.
It was like I Am Legend.
Tour business. I mean, it was amazing. I get to Intercontinental in like 23 minutes.
That's because you was driving 100.
Hey, I'm thankful for turbo engines.
Okay, these two are in contrast, and this is 21 and 22. 5-minute conversations on the phone.
Okay.
As well as 2.5 hour long conversations.
Those are good. I get that.
Because depending on who you're talking to, you already know this is not going to be a 5-minute conversation.
Right. I got somebody in my head right now.
Yep. Who?
Can't say it.
Uh-oh.
It's going to be a long conversation.
I think I know. Did their name start with this? I'm going to draw it again. I'm drawing on the table.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that's another one.
Yeah.
All right. Your name will not be said. But this person, if you know this person, yeah.
Long time.
When I talk to my sister Asia,
okay,
those are always long conversations because we don't talk like every day.
Right. See, I'll catch up.
Yeah. It's like everything. Mm-hmm. And then when I talk to Keith, of course, I haven't talked to Keith in a while. We're going to the Rockets game tomorrow.
Okay. Y'all get the tickets?
I think he got a hookup. Like that same link came to Fort Bend too. Like they must be like really trying to get rid of these Rockets tickets.
They were terrible. They're on the streak right now.
7-game winning streak.
They might be gelling.
Hey, I talked about the Rockets on my podcast episode 29, the episode before this one. So go definitely check that out. Apple, Spotify, Anchor, Google, YouTube. Go check it out. Like, subscribe, download.
Yeah.
Follow.
Say something.
Rate, review.
We want to see Tony play these guitars.
Hey,
I think he can play.
I need to see some comments first, though.
You know,
I will put something up there.
A set at church on Sunday.
Hold on now.
I want to see if he can play.
Okay.
I'm thankful.
Ooh, here we go. When your appointment time actually means something.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times you have an appointment and then you get there and you still got to wait another 30 minutes. Usually at the doctor's office.
I'm leaving. Well, you're like, I don't really go to the doctor, so I don't know what that feels like.
I had to go.
I should probably go get a physical.
Me too, man. Man, I'm paying this money, but it's like I feel good.
I feel good. Ain't no sense of, I don't need no negative nothing.
No negative news.
I'm doing good.
Okay. When you get a warning instead of a ticket.
Oh, that's praise God for that too. That's good.
That's like saving you hundreds of dollars.
Yeah, like not
in time, because you got to go down to the dang on courtroom and blah blah blah. Okay. When's the last time you got a ticket?
A few months ago. No. Not a few months ago. I went to court a few months ago. I think it was earlier this year.
I haven't got a ticket in a long time.
You don't do as much driving.
I do not do nearly as much
super
driving.
turbocharged.
Super turbocharged engine.
Yeah.
I used to have a supercharged engine.
Yeah.
One of the nicest cars we've both ever been in and seen and driven.
Dang
It's
it.
great. That's a great car.
I just got a new car. A couple of new cars.
You got a Range Rover, didn't
Yeah.
you?
Yeah.
How's that?
Thankful for the refrigerator inside the Range Rover.
What?
Haven't used it yet, but it's just pretty dope. I'll show you when we get out of here.
Okay, excellent.
We'll put that on.
We'll take it for a spin.
Yeah.
Okay, man. Chris's story about Range Rovers.
Delaney.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Terrible. Don't get a 2012 below. Terrible. I mean, you might as well just ask for headaches. I did my research a little bit.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
You're a businessman.
Got to.
Okay, here we go.
I'm thankful for Turo. Turo changed my life.
Okay.
Financially, for sure.
Yes.
Yeah. That's not a little. That's a big up.
That's a big.
Yeah,
I'm thankful
big,
for.
Big change.
All right, here we go. 25. Most people, well, everybody can relate to this. Hopefully. Okay, paying less than what you thought you had to pay.
That's always good. Yeah. It's like, ooh, what? Like in Canada. So Canada is like 28% off of everything.
Wow.
Because the dollar is their dollar is worth 76 cents.
Okay.
American dollars.
Yeah.
So you get almost, I mean, that's great savings.
Yep. Just go to Canada and buy everything.
I started to buy more stuff. I didn't need anything. But yeah. Just cause.
Okay. You have big feet. You like this one.
Mm-hmm.
When your new shoes fit perfectly.
The first time.
No break-in time.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I have, nigga.
Yeah, you can't do that as a grown up. Like, I'm not trying to impress anybody at this stage, so I'm not squeezing my foot in anything that doesn't make me feel good. Now, when I was younger, I walk around, toes be bent up, but no, I'm not doing that anymore.
Like, I'm good. And I mean, basketball wise, it's like what I was thinking because some shoes like you can put on, you like, oh my, this is perfect.
Yeah,
My Kyrie 5s, man. When I put those on the first time, I was like, this is exactly the shoe that I need. I haven't found anything that fits like as well as those.
Yeah, that's good. I like clothes that fit.
Yes.
Without being pants that fit without having to have alterations.
No size 36s or 38s or 40s.
Yeah.
No. When you take something from someone, but they end up letting you have it.
That's especially if it's something really nice.
Yeah. You like, man, shoot, let me go ahead and
take it.
You got it. Like, for real?
Yeah.
Dang. Thank you. My mom does that every time she comes down here. She takes something to mom. Every time.
Your mom, she's punking you.
I mean,
but it's your mom, so it's
you're like it's cool.
You only got one mom.
It was one thing that, and she probably doesn't know this, but she's gonna find out because she listens to every episode. So shout out to my moms. She took this brown watch that I got. Kia got it for me for my birthday.
Stole it.
This was early on in our marriage too. This was maybe like a year or two in. And so she came down. She was like, "Oh, I like this watch." My mom is a watch fanatic. Now I wear a watch in every episode. I wear a watch every day actually. This woman has more watches than she can use. And so she was like, "I like this watch." She put it on, and
that was it.
It was
disappeared.
And Kia was mad about that.
She's from Detroit. Shout out to Tony's mom.
Hey, shout out to my people from Detroit. Shout out to moms.
Tony wanted his brown watch
back. I still remember that watch. It was a great watch. No, if you bring that,
that'll be a good Christmas.
Don't bring that watch back down here. That watch is yours. We've gotten over it since then, but yeah, we was like, dang, bro, I don't have that many watches. Like, this brown one was perfect. Okay.
He was poor back then, too.
Right.
Yeah,
I couldn't get another watch. It was like, well, I guess I don't have a brown watch. That's terrible. Okay. Okay, I'm at 28. I got 34 of these, but
we got to do 30 because it's 30.
I'll pick the best ones. Okay. Oh, dang, I'm at 28. I got to pick the best ones.
Yeah.
So I got 28, 29, 30.
Yeah.
Okay. This happened recently, and it's a little funny story to this. It's a very short story. So, not having to wait to go to the restroom.
That's good, especially in a car. And clean restrooms are even more grateful.
100%.
Because, like, you go into the dirty, you're like, I don't even, I go outside. I just go outside and I'm good. I'm not good. And it don't have the smell of the restroom.
Exactly. Like it's fresh air out here. You know, I'm good behind the tree.
And you can look at a building and be like, they restroom. I don't even want to leave my feces in this place.
That's disgusting. So I was at school going to the teacher restroom. And I get there, and it's a sign on the outside, like, if it's green, nobody in there. It was red. I was like, no,
don't really.
And it was before class started, so it was like
after you drink your coffee with none.
No. It was before. I usually drink my coffee starting in first period. So I go, no, and then the guy walks out, and he was like, how many times have I had to wait on you? I was like, probably every day.
Look, I beat you on purpose. Because I have to wait. I already know Tony's going to be
How many times I've had to wait on you to get out? I'm like, shh. Probably every day. Yeah. So that was funny. That was real funny. That guy's cool. I don't know if he listens to this, but I'm going to tell him.
Yeah, tell him.
I'm going to tell him I shouted him out and I had a story for him.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, I already said this one.
This is 30.
I already said inside jokes. No, that was 28.
Oh, I thought that was 28.
That was 28. I got two more. Okay. Oh, okay, yeah. You probably got something for this one. Okay, number 29. Great local commercial jingles.
Bro, you really narrowed it down. You really narrowed it down on that one. Okay, give me an example.
Okay, I'll give you a Detroit one. And it was this furniture store. It was Gardner White Furniture. We're known for the money you keep.
So like exclusive furniture, like already.
Well, low prices live.
Yeah, like I get you. Okay, I got you. Yeah.
Because you always remember the best ones.
Or like you probably don't listen to 97.9, but what's this? Girl, I just got hit.com. Like that dude, he's talking. He's got this little voice, and he's talking about, sometimes when you go somewhere, you get run over by a car. But he's got like this whole little thing at the end. It's like, girl, I just got hit.com. You better go get your something. Yeah.
That's weird.
And Jim Adler, the tough,
smart lawyer. Everybody's getting their pub. Yeah. Oh, here you go. Call John.
Get more.
Yeah. 70 25.
Those are good.
Stanley Steamer has one. I can't remember the whole one.
Jamie Foxx used to have a bunch of good jingles.
Oh, really?
On the Jamie Foxx show.
Yep.
Yeah, I used to like those.
Classic. So, I think I was watching YouTube, and one of them came on, and of course I knew it, and I sang with it.
Yeah.
Like, we know these like they're actual like hit songs.
Right, they are.
They're hits in your city.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, a good commercial, a good jingle.
Yeah.
I think that was a good one.
Yeah.
That's like a sleeper one. You go, oh yeah, I do know.
Yeah.
I do know some of those.
Can you say them? Great marketing, guys.
Yes. That's great. That's great marketing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go. Was that 29?
Yep. This is it.
This is the last one.
30 for 30, we not broke.
Okay. I'm going to give you an option. There's one about...
Just give them both, and then I'll tell you which one I like.
Okay.
Most.
You're probably not going to pick this one. Anytime a Detroit team wins. Okay, that's not number 30. That one doesn't count.
Why is that on the list?
Okay, here you go. This is perfect. Okay, so like sometimes when people cancel plans, but you didn't want to go anyway.
Oh man, that is the best. I don't really like playing stuff. Like I like playing stuff, but I don't like playing stuff because it's like I gotta do that. It's like I have to do that. I don't really like having to do
the obligation.
Anything. Yeah, and then when I know it's like ahead of time, that's tough. I hate anything playing. Like this weekend is gonna be tough because I got a bunch of stuff that's playing.
Yep.
And it seems like my week is like, oh man,
like man, I got everything is already playing. I have no like
freedom
to do what I want to do.
Around.
Even though you say yes to all of these.
Right. And sometimes I'm laying out. I'm like, I wish I had something to do, but it's in those moments that I'm like, let me find something to do as opposed to playing it out. But my wife likes to plan. I don't like to plan.
He is more of a planner. But like, you know, when you got a little kid,
everything has to be planned.
Yeah, and then we both work full time, so it's kind of like I don't want to do anything, so nothing. I'm just not going to. I'm a plan to not do anything.
Yeah, I'm busy doing nothing.
I'm busy relaxing. That is the plan.
Yeah. Work is stressful.
That's 30.
That's 30 for 30. We're not broke, baby. Woo! You gonna do the little thing, make the little music. Yeah, something. You always do really cool things. I like those. I like the post editing.
Yep.
So when you were in China,
yes,
you were in China. You started doing your.
I did videos. Like some videos. Yeah. I think maybe I did like 2.
Now you're doing podcasts, so it's kind of like that was kind of preparation time for doing what you like to do.
Yes.
And I feel like this is kind of giving you like a purpose in life. I feel like it's like an energy behind the podcast.
I was talking to another teacher, and I'm gonna have her on because we were just talking about it. I would call this teacher a friend. Mm-hmm. So me, her, and CJ, Miss Jacob, who was on. Oh man, I don't even remember what episode that was. I'm getting so many episodes, like I don't remember when people was on. But when me and CJ was on, so me, CJ, and Hannah is her name. We all kind of got to Elkins around the same time, and me and CJ, it was our first year there together, and I think Hannah had been there maybe a little bit before us. And so we was all just crew. We was together all the time. And like we would, during our off period, we would go like to Tornado Taco. We would go get coffee. We was just always together. So we kind of built that
energy,
rapport. That camaraderie. Yeah. And so like I saw CJ the other day. I was on my way to go get a bus. She was like, your energy's off, Franklin. Like, I know you. You know we have like, what'd she say? She said, we're connected. I was like, all right, yeah, I guess maybe I'm tired. I don't know.
Probably hungry.
But I don't even remember like how I got here. What was I talking about?
We're talking about you finding purpose.
Purpose, yeah. So she was talking about like she's leaving because she has so many interests in other things that being like a full-time teacher all the time and how it has to be done within education, that formally, like, she feels like she can do more doing it on her own.
Right.
Like, let me do it my way and do it, like, privately through my own company.
Right.
That way I'm not kind of boxed in by what the district wants or what the school wants. I think
it's a lot of, like, I don't know what the school system is going to look like, but I think, like, this pandemic has exposed people to a lot more because a lot of people spend more time on social media, so they've seen things, they've seen different ways to make money, and it has definitely changed the employment game
100%.
because you see everybody that's talking about be your own boss and start this on, and I'm all for self-enterprise because I feel like that's like inflation is happening right now. And if your boss doesn't say you get a raise, then you just kind of like, I got to shuffle these pennies around. But I was talking to Mark, who is, he is his own boss. He's like, well, if they go up, I go up on my prices. So it's just easier to go like that. Of course, you can't count on that check. You got to really get up and go get the gazelle every day.
Exactly.
But you don't have anybody that just kind of, hones in on your wages. So I think a lot of that's going to happen, especially with this younger generation. Because now minimum wage, people are like $8. What am I gonna do with $8?
Exactly.
And they like 16. Like you have no experience at all. You've been on Instagram. That's all your experience is.
It's crazy. Like these kids they feel like they're worth more.
Right. Which is great.
But like you haven't done anything to show that worth.
You can't just post pictures on Instagram and feel like, but you can though. That's the bad part about it. You can. You can actually do that and create a following.
It's a catch-22, like for anybody that's trying to hire people.
Yeah.
Because like you can't just say, all right, I'm gonna pay everybody an exorbitant amount, right?
Not unless you're charging those prices.
That's true.
It's like everything would have to be a premium.
Yes, but you got to have a premium product. Everybody don't have a premium product. Like McDonald's cannot charge Whataburger.
They probably can. Because McDonald's is the number one leading
But part of their appeal is that they don't cost as much as other people.
They don't,
and they're fast.
Do they have a dollar menu still? No.
They don't.
You go to McDonald's,
They
you
have
gotta
gone
spend
up.
at least $10. Back in the day, you could get a legit meal for like $5 or $6.
Listen, I used to get 2 McDoubles and a hot and spicy. It was $3.25.
$3.25.
$3.25.
That's not.
I went to McDonald's the other day with my team and got the same exact order. It was like
$7, $8.
I think it was closer to like $5.60. Yeah. I was like, what the heck? This order ain't.
Inflation is surreal. Especially them stimulus checks they gave us, they set us up with the okie doke. They gave us all of that money. Y'all bought all of them bags with it. And now, now everything is shot up. Cars shot up. Everything is shot up. Everything is overpriced.
You can't get a decent car for the same price of what we probably get. I got a 2002 Malibu. This was 2000. Dang, this was 2007. So a 5-year-old car, I got it for like $3,000 at an auction.
Yeah, that's not happening.
That's dead. If I got a 5-year-old car now, that's what, a 2017? $20,000.
17, 15, no less than 10. Not unless they got like a super great dealer on the trade.
They mother got 200,000.
Yeah, something. But yeah, inflation is crazy. But yeah, like to the point, I think, education is going to miss out on a lot. And I think they're going to have to rethink about what that looks like.
They do. I mean, you were a teacher.
I was.
And you could speak from it even from, what was it, like maybe 5 years ago? I started teaching in 2013, I think. 2013 to 2016, I think, 2017. Yeah. So about 5 years ago, where you go, dang, like I could do so much. I could do this differently and better, but I'm confined to how they want me to do it.
Yeah.
And so I feel like education is going to lose, and they're already losing a lot of good people because they don't want to do it by those rules anymore. I
mean, it's tough. I mean, it's a big organism. Yes. And anytime you got a big organism, it's not going to fit everybody. It's not going to suit everybody's needs.
Correct.
And that's why private schools can do better and be better, because they don't have to please the masses, and they don't have to make sure everybody's on the same. They can do what works for their school.
Exactly.
And so it's something about small business, something about small churches that you can get a little bit more customization.
Yes.
When I think about people that are at the top of whatever they do, the clubs get really small.
Yep.
And it's that way for a reason, because you want to make sure that everybody in your circle, everybody that's around you, is good. And you can't do that for the masses.
Top notch.
Yeah. I mean, when you got masses, you got a lot of people falling through the cracks.
Yeah.
But when it's a group of 10, 12, 24, a small group, you get the attention that you need, just like with smaller classes.
Yep.
It happens. But when you got 30 people in the class, and you have to make sure that this
35,
happens and that
36.
happens, it's not feasible. It's not feasible for the teacher. Everybody's drained. And I don't care how great your classroom management is, it's still difficult.
It is.
And it's a stressful occupation, to have. I think when I first started teaching, it was the most money I ever made. But then when I entered into the enterprise business, I was like, man, teachers ain't making nothing. People used to always say that, like, teachers, man, they don't get paid anything. And I was like, $50,000? Like, shoes, man. And it offers a pretty comfortable lifestyle.
Yes.
Definitely, if you got 2 teachers, you're doing over 100,000.
Yep.
So it's a good lifestyle. But when you look at how I can maximize my earnings doing something else, working less, then you got to look at it like, okay, am I teaching because this is purposeful, or am I teaching for the dollars? And I think you can tell the difference between the teachers that's teaching for the dollars and the teachers that's teaching for the purpose.
Yeah. And other teachers know it when they see other teachers. Yeah. And it's kind of like one of those things where it's like real recognize real.
Yeah. Like, they ain't gonna last long.
Like, man,
you're gonna try to find the next thing that's smoking out of here.
Yep.
Cause you're not there for the passion. But the good thing about teaching is you get summers off and you get, winter breaks and
you
spring
get the winter,
breaks.
you get
a lot of breaks.
I love being a teacher, man. Honestly, I really feel like it depends on what you teach.
Yeah.
Because some areas, especially those core subjects, there's a lot more pressure, there's a lot more eyeballs, and they're looking at numbers, they're looking at test scores, and there's no let up.
Right.
And
No
then
chill.
if you work somewhere where you got a lot of parents that don't trust
Right.
what the school
they
is
think
doing.
that they can do better job than you.
Exactly.
It's like, come on, y'all looking down on me. Like, stop.
Like, okay, like, remember Kofi? Remember that? And y'all was big and
Y'all was big, yeah, right.
Okay, let me do my
Let me do
job
my job,
then,
yeah.
you know. But it's crazy, like, if somebody was to, like, question what I do in the classroom, like, I get offended by that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm like, oh, wait a second, time out. Like, I put
Time.
work and time in.
Sacrifice, yeah.
I mean, I'm on like calls
Right.
and I'm talking to, because I really care. Like, I'm talking to other teachers like, dang, like, this is what I'm trying to do. Like, do I have time for this? Like, do I got to cut something? Like, this is what I want the kids to get out of it. We recently just did our interviews and I told my kids, like, this is going to be the best part of the entire semester, because I've put in the work and I've tried so many different things that I know what I'm doing, especially for this thing, works really, really, really well. And I've created the atmosphere to where it's going to be fun and helpful at the same time.
Yeah.
So if somebody were to like kind of like call me on it, like try to drag me to the carpet, I'm like, come on, man. Like, ask the kids.
Right.
Ask the kids and ask the other teachers.
Right.
Like, they'll tell you.
I'm putting it in there.
They'll tell you what we're doing in here. So like, so I could see like somebody going, you know what, I don't need this. I don't need this. Like, I could be doing other things.
Right.
People have degrees and stuff. Like, we have people who are registered nurses. We have a lawyer at our school. We have people who own their own businesses. And so parents, administrators, other teachers, even kids, like, you know, appreciate your teachers, especially the good ones.
Definitely.
people,
Anybody working in education, man.
I mean,
if they there and they making an impact day in and day out. I mean, they are touching the future like every day. They're shaping what the future looks like.
Yeah.
And it's a powerful. I mean, I had a kid come up to me yesterday in a couple of days ago in Target. I got in the car. I see this kid looking at me. He's like 20 something. He's looking at me. And so I'm about to pull off, and he comes up to me. He's like, "Put your window." He's like, "Mr. Jones." I couldn't recognize. I knew his face looked familiar, but he was like 13. He's 21 now.
Yeah,
22. And I was like, "Golly, how old am I?" But you know, those moments, those days that we just had a good time. You know, just good time educating and good time pouring into folks. And I think that was like a really great season. And it was a lasting impact, and I'm thankful for that.
I still have kids that know you.
Yeah, that was.
They're like, "Oh yeah, Mr. Jones." I mean, they talk about you like
it was yesterday.
Like it was yesterday because of the impact that you had, and like I try to do the same thing.
Yeah,
and it's just natural because I love what I do. And I was walking around. This is gonna be it. Like, dang, we're at an hour and 12 minutes. I was walking with this kid. I don't remember why. But I was walking past people and I'm like, "Hey, what's up? You know, what's up, so and so? Hey, man, what's up, so and so?" And they was like, "You know everybody around."
Most popular teacher at the campus.
And I was just like, "I guess so."
Yeah.
Right, because of what I teach. I teach speech, so everybody has to take speech, either with me or one other teacher. It's only two of us. And if you're around so much, and I'm not one of those teachers that teach and then go home.
Yeah, you're young, so you're personable with the kids,
right? And but that's so. We have this guy who's amazing. He's a hall monitor, so I'm sure if he was a teacher, it could be a little bit different. Right. But everybody loves this guy, and he's way older. He's actually a retired pastor.
What's his name?
Mr. Moeller.
Her name sounds familiar.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah,
amazing guy. Like, he has the great balance of being personable.
He's in touch,
and also being able to.
Yeah, and the kids gravitate towards that because having somebody that's older, that sees you, that you can talk to, that has that wisdom, or that can pull you to the side,
that still keeps people accountable,
right? But still smiling, it's something about having that presence. And kids love males in schools. It's not a whole lot, especially when you at the primary. More in secondary because you got sports and more coaches. But in primary, which I started off in primary, I think it was me and maybe a couple other teachers, and so everybody knew me because I was kind of like in a sense, that father figure,
Right.
you know, to them. And then even in middle school, kind of the same thing, because they didn't really have those guys that were there that will relate or talk to them or be present with them, because
Right.
that was, you know, that was there. So I always saw my role as more than a teacher, but more as a mentor, more as a father figure,
Yes.
more of as a leader for the community. And I
Yes.
still see that when I'm around young folks, you know, because I feel like that's just a mandate that God's put on my life, to be that, you know, for these younger kids that need to see something, need to gravitate towards something, and to have that. So,
And they
I
like
think
that.
you do the same thing.
They want that structure. They
Right.
want that that person that's like, dang, like I'm not gonna be able to pull a fast one on this
Right,
person.
right.
They gonna try.
Yeah, I want to see it. I'm gonna test.
I'm gonna see if it's
I'll
gonna
test
work.
it. Yeah,
But when they see that it doesn't, but at the same time, you can say, hey, like, are you good today? Like, what's up? Like, are you
Right.
cool? Even though they know that they was just cussing at you
Right.
a week ago. Like,
Yeah.
I have a kid, and it's been like night and day from the beginning of the session. It was, I don't know what happened, but something clicked where me and this kid now, like, we can just like clown and joke, but when it's like, I always look at it sometimes like, you remember when Jesus went up on the mountain, like everybody was sitting at his feet?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that sometimes. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just kind of holding court in the classroom, and this is not a time where it's like a teaching time,
Right.
so to speak, like of material that's on the
This
in the
is
crack.
like wisdom. This is
Just like me. I've lived life,
Yeah.
you know, for 32 years, and I have something to share with y'all.
Right.
And they just get to ask questions.
Yeah.
And I just get to talk, and you could just see they just
That's what they want, man. That's what they desire.
just taking it in.
They like that.
Yeah.
Because they don't really get that a lot. Some of them do, you know, depending on what they're introduced to. But for the majority of them, you know, that's not how their lives are scheduled or set up. So,
and a lot of teachers just aren't like that anyway.
right.
So
Yes.
when you get this guy, it's like, what the heck? Like
Yeah.
he kind of like one of us, but he's
You're
not
not.
like one of us, right? Like,
Yeah.
I can't just get over. Like, I still have to respect this authority figure.
But we have a good time. Yeah.
But he play Pokemon,
Right.
or he'll talk about basketball with us,
Yeah.
and he'll say like something like that's trash.
Yeah.
So like, it's this relatability.
Yeah, that I think that is crucial.
Yeah.
And I think it just is different coming from a male, you know, because it's a natural respect that comes with males, period. And with women, it's a little different. you
Yes.
know. Women are more nurturing, so you know sometimes they, especially with the guys, you know, they can get railroaded with that. But they know the buck stops here with the men.
Yeah.
And so if you're a man in education, hats off to you. Play that role well. Don't mess it up by talking to the young girls.
Okay, I think that's a great. I think that is a great spot to end
We gotta
it.
do a bonus edition.
We at 117.
on
Now I'm gonna keep
school.
all of this. This is amazing.
Yeah,
we
do
could.
that.
I mean, will we maybe just have some
first
teachers
class.
and talk? Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
Should,
Every Tony Rambles. Living Numbers Podcast.
Thank you all for listening.
Like,
Subscribe.
hit the little bell.
Hit the bell. Download. Hey, rate and review. I need those 5 stars.
Rave reviews. And you can follow Tony.
You can follow me on Instagram at _Tony Rambles _
Bam. And if you want to follow me, go to Carlos Jones LL. That's Carlos Jones II. You can follow me there as well. Dope content. That's all I put out is dope content.
Everything.
Because that's all people want is dope content. They don't really
That's
want.
Y'all want the real stuff.
They don't want the real stuff. They just want dope content. So.
The real stuff is not dope. It's just me sitting on the couch.
Which where I'm going.
Playing games.
It's 9/11. Shout out to all of the people that lost somebody 9/11.
Oh my gosh. I just knew that was coming. Okay, guys. This is the Living Numbers Podcast. I'm your host, Tony Rambles. And this is Pastor Carlos, also known as Carlos II.
Pastor C, too.
Toro Dog, Fearless Dog, Freestyle Dog.
Yeah. Check us, Inspiration Dog.
Yes.
Inspiration Church. Check us out, Inspiration Church on YouTube. Join us on Sundays at 9 from 9 till about 10:45ish.
Oh, we do start at 9.
Yeah.
We used to start at 10.
Catch Tony singing in the praise team.
I am singing on
One
praise
day, if you guys comment enough, we'll get to see if he really knows how to play this guitar.
Yes.
If not, then just props.
That's it. Peace.
Y'all, love